So the sham situation is like is madness. Is absolute madness. Because Shams is Shams. It's as simple as that. If you guys don't know who Shams is Shams. And it's the best way that I can describe who this man is and what he does. Shams is Shams. He is the face of everything breaking news at ESPN. That is what he is. Realistically, he is the face of breaking news at ESPN. He breaks all NBA player news. Him and Woj were competing against each other for years. Woj was ESPN, and as soon as Woj leaves ESPN, Shams goes and takes over. This is the premier basketball newsbreaker. However, he was the person who broke the CBA negotiation details on ESPN. And Shams goes and does that over Alexa Philippou, who is the main WNBA person at ESPN. And WNBA people aren't happy because there were 4 journalists, and I'm going to say there were 5 of them. There were 5 of them. As much as these journalists want, I have nothing against them all. I'd be a complete hypocrite to have anything against them all. I like Annie. I like Alexa Philippou. I don't know anything about Doug or Jackie, but all I do know is that I've used their articles to get information so many times, and I'm forever grateful for them being good at their job. But Venom was, for lack of a better way of saying this, Venom, who was there, was almost shunned because he wasn't with a major publication. And I'm like, whether you are employed by ESPN, you're a freelance journalist, you're employed by Front Office Sports, or you're employed by, realistically, your fans on YouTube watching you, everyone has the right to camp outside a hotel. They do. Everyone has the right to do that. The league has the right to only give information to certain people. Everyone has the right to do that. And I'm sure all of them got paid handsomely for that. But that is the job of a journalist. Whether you are a credentialed journalist working for a company, whether you are a streamer looking for the scoop, that are part of all different aspects of the media. The TV networks, the print journalists, Shams as the breaking news person, the streamers, all of them are part of the media ecosystem. And then when it goes to the secondary, first of all, the players are the first. I always say it's where it goes. The players, then it's, the credentialed journalists. And then there's kind of all of us as for lack of a better word, we are, fan media is a different thing. And it's there's a different type of person that comes to watch fan media, and a different type of person that goes to watch, goes to get credentialed, quote unquote, professional media. I do hate the word professionalism though, because professionalism means different things in different areas of life. There's a big difference between the professionalism needed to be a creator versus the professionalism needed to be a credentialed journalist. They're the same but different jobs. That being said, some of these people are furious to Shams that others spent a week staking out negotiations, and Shams was the person who got to break the news. Is it fair? No. Is life fair? No. It's not fair. Was it fair that 4 of the people camped outside were sent into a room and basically given information and just to get away from a streamer? By the sounds of things, that's what happened. Is that fair? No. Shit, life's not fair. Life's not fair. Shams is Shams. And I stand by this. Alexa Philippou went straight on TV as well to talk about it. Shams was on Get Up when this happened. It was breaking news. The reason why Shams got the scoop online is because Shams was on TV at the minute ESPN got the scoop. I don't know if Shams would have got it otherwise. But even still, I mean this when I say this. Sometimes it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. If Alexa Philippou tweeted out, like Alexa Philippou, who's with ESPN, who's been through this entire WNBA, CBA saga, like she's almost like the equivalent of Shams most of the time for the WNBA. If Alexa Philippou tweeted out the details and then Shams tweeted out the details 45 seconds later and said via at Alexa Philippou, would it have made any difference to anything? No. Those 4 journalists, and by the way, in terms of, I genuinely think Venom staking out legitimized him. Those 4 journalists are, especially Annie and Alexa, they are seen as 2 of the more trustworthy WNBA journalists. Why are they seen as that? Because they're willing to do that. And the thing is that the bigger this league grows, like whether or not Shams got a scoop or not, their lives are not going to be changed by, in the social media era, getting a scoop. They're not. They're absolutely not. Like in the year of 2026, getting a scoop at this, and by the way, at this Annie, Alexa, all them at the same second makes, like if it's 3 of them post at the same time, does it really matter? No. But for the last week, everybody had notifications on from every one of these journalists trying to figure out what was going on. And that means 100% more. And fans going mad that, you know, Shams swooped in and got the final details. Well, yeah, he's Shams. ESPN are going to want their guy. They got the information first, and they're going to want their guy to do it. Life isn't fair. But what those 4 journalists did, in the grand scheme of things, and Venom, let's never forget Venom here, because I do think Venom being there, and there were some questions that Venom was asking that actually were helpful in general. Like Venom did legitimize himself, but the 4 of them, especially when WNBA Media is in a lot of situations is stand culture, 4 journalists actually doing their job and doing well as journalists is the main thing. When, like, the league is going to be legitimized, it's not going anywhere. And as time goes on, there's going to be more and more opportunities for WNBA journalists where there wasn't. And especially if you listen to how Annie started at the Chicago Sun time. My thing's just frozen, so there we go. I'll pull this up quick. But if you hear how she started, she's paying out of her pocket for things, and then it kind of boomed. She's gone on the front office sports, and I'm like, there's only bigger and better things for all of them. And in 6-7 years' time, because they're all young as far as journalists are concerned, they'll have plenty of time to go. In 6 years' time, the next time it's a CBA, the league hopefully will have grown to the stage where, not that they'll be on Shams' level if Shams is still around. Shams is fucking Shams, let's be real. Where ESPN won't feel the need, or ESPN will be happy enough to allow their WNBA person and not their just general basketball person in Shams break the WNBA news. But for the time being, it's not in any way relevant because people sat on the edge of their seats for every Alexa Philippou, every Annie Costable, every Doug, Jackie Powell tweet. People sat on the edge of their seats for it all. Shams getting there first is irrelevant, but everyone's making it like it's this biggest deal in the world. It's not relevant in any way to anything. Because, yeah, maybe, obviously, if a journalist is going to be like, you know what, I want to be the person to get the scoop. But there's 4 of them camping out to get the exact same thing, and 4 of them write the same story at the same time. It's not going to change anything. I think thousands of people being on the edge of their seat, waiting for every one of their tweets for a week, was way more positive than 4 of them announcing something at the exact same time when Shams got there, 35 seconds before Shams tweeted. But anyway, I'll see you guys.